Okay, this is a storyline reading universe giving me to do on Tupac. Okay, now we know it's not unless you from wherever you from. If you don't know Tupac, you must be from wherever you from. So Tupac, I'm just gonna say Tupac, right? I'm not even gonna say the last name because Tupac, right? There's not too many people who haven't heard of Tupac. Like I said, unless you're from wherever you're from and you just never heard of him. Okay? So, this for Tupac Shakur. So, God gave me Tupac. But I do want to mention different rappers that I like. That I really like. So, there's a lot of rappers out there I know. Or rappers that was or whatever. I like Coolio. I like the one Coolio. I love my Snoop. Right, I pretty much with LL Cool J. I like LL Cool J, but I think really with LL Cool J, I mostly just liked how he looked, maybe more than actually, just getting into what he was saying, the songs. Even though, I like the songs that he sung, but I think it was more of like a little crush, if you know what I mean. So, but other than that, with Snoop, Mr. Smooth right there, I love how Snoop rap. And let's see, oh yeah, my Ice Cube. I can't leave out my Ice Cube. That's my number 2 rapper. Tupac is my number 1 rapper. Ice Cube my number 2 rapper. That's who I like the best. And then comes Snoop. It's 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. Then anybody after that follows. I like Lil Wayne, right? But so I heard a lot of different rappers and all, and I like really. I really didn't know Nipsey as a rapper, but I saw him on a movie before, and that's when I first saw his face on Kane, right? On a movie Kane, if I'm saying it right? But if I'm saying it wrong with Ben Rings or whatever his name is, I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, but that's when I first saw him. That's why when I saw him as a grown-up or an older person, I said, wait a minute, he looked familiar. I know him. I just couldn't seem to separate him from Snoop, because to me he sounded like Snoop to me. I just couldn't help myself. I said, oh my goodness, I gotta separate him to see these two different people, but he just reminded me of Snoop. Every time I had to kind of separate and say I'm listening to Nipsey here, right? Because he reminded me of Snoop with his talking. I just can't get over how he sound like Snoop. But anyway, this is a storyline reading for Tupac Shakur. For those who don't know his last name, but I'm just going to say Tupac. God gave me Tupac upstairs. I was going to do Ice Cube, but God said no for Ice Cube. So this is Tupac, God saying. So I just wanted to talk a little bit as far as why I like Tupac. I love Tupac as a rapper, but I got some what you call cassettes for you people that don't know what cassettes are. I got right over there. I'm looking at my bags of cassettes. I have Tupac right over there. All eyes on me. Only God can judge me. Life goes on. All kind of good stuff. Hail Mary. All kind of good stuff over there. Right? But what I'm saying is that I like the different facets of Tupac. He just not just a rapper. He had a lot going on with him. He could deal with the streets, the people in the streets. He could deal with mothers and family. He could deal with people in the streets, the thug life, people out there. He can deal with political issues. I just love that he could be a leader. Tupac was a leader and could very well be a leader if he is alive right now, because he had so much informative information that people could really prosper from, learn from, and be able to change their lives. And he was a poet. I love that about him. I love all that. He is an actor. He had a lot going on with him, right? He had a lot of stuff. Some people just had one thing going on. They only can just live one part of life. But he was able to kind of deal with different things and have talent also, because we know he started from the School of the Arts in Baltimore City or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But That's my favorite rapper, Tupac. I always used to say to my daughter, Tupac like my little nephew. Get what I'm saying? Like my little nephew or like my cousin, I would say, right? Because I had to go off the age, right? Not my nephew then. What would he be like? What age would he be right now? So maybe he could be like a nephew or a little brother or somebody, right? So I would just say that about Tupac. I say it could be like a brother to me or something like that. I really love Tupac, and I just love the different things about him. By him being like a poet, right? I really love it because I like to write myself, right? So yeah. But let me just show you. Now, Tupac is in my front room as one of the leaders. I have leaders on my wall, right? Look, he wants, see this picture of Tupac, right? Can you see it there? This is what I have in my front room, right? I have different leaders in my front room, right? Including my children and myself. We consider leaders. I have Tupac in my front room, right? And I had different people I consider a leader. See, I told you I love my Tupac. See, I got a book right here from back then. Follow me. So yeah, beautiful. Okay. This one right here from back then. I held on to my pictures and my books and all because he was really special. He was an informative person that could teach this teach the different people coming up, the younger population. I see spirit, so that means okay, Tupac, you present. Okay, I got you. Just lead me to the cards you want put out there. Just lead me to the cards because there is spirit right there. And that means it's Tupac's spirit right there. So let's just flow. I'm here in deck 7 already. 7 and 18. Okay, I got you, Tupac. But I don't have an 18. I don't have an 18, Tupac. So 8 and 1 makes 9. So that means I got to pick up the 9 over here. And I heard the 7 over here. You probably say, how did you come up with that? Because I heard 18, but I don't have a deck 18 for those. So that means I got to put the 8 and the 1 together to make the 9. So I got to pick up that 9. We got the deck 7. Let's see what Tupac once said. I'm hearing, all eyes on me. Yeah, because I love that. Only God can judge me. That was one of my favorite songs off of that cassette. Only God can judge me. Hail Mary, come with me. Na, 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 na. I'm not a rapper. I'm a singer. I'm not a rapper, but I will attempt to rap whatever it is if it's something I like, right? So let's just flow. We got deck 9. Okay, time counted to Tupac, right? Follow me. Okay, because something was canceled 2 times. What if it was? A show, an idea, a thought, or whatever it was. I can't tell you right now until I go through the story now. Okay, Tupac, tell your story. This is 7 of the abuse because this, okay, whoa. He was around a sinful place and we know he was, right? Because when he got murdered, he was around, did he go see a show? He was somewhere. He was at some place seeing a show, I think, right? And he was leaving. So it was a sinful place. Get what God's saying? With glass doors. Whatever place it was. So God says right here, knowing all money is green, right? He is going to look somebody straight in the eye to contact, whoever this is, right? No biting his tongue. So he got in a fuss with somebody, evidently. He is going to go full force as far as growing his money. Follow me? So let's just flow with the next card. Should he forgive somebody, whoever it is, for the God mission? Somebody, right? So if he got to forgive somebody, that means somebody deceived him. Get what I'm saying? Okay, it's no one's affair, but the person you are involved with have consideration. So at that time, he was with the man Suge Knight, right, when he went to the concert or wherever they went at. Or this will go with if he had a lady friend or something like that. It got to be somebody. It's nobody's affair, but the person you're involved with. Have consideration for the person you're involved with. Could have been a person if he had a person, because he was dealing with somebody judicious. Dealing with something judicious, and he had deep feelings about it. But it was talking in his surroundings. But God says that Tupac was an educated person, no doubt about that. But God didn't want him to be a fool, because he was dealing with a jackal in his surroundings that night. Okay, look. See, because he was dealing with, he was on the battlefield because his car got shot up, remember? And before that, he was in a fight, I think, at the place, right? So we had a white life. So it could go with people that's white, that he was having problems with people of another race some kind of way, or just period, political things or whatever. I have no idea with that. Or he was dealing with somebody who was trying to make him submissive. Follow me? He's a beautiful dreamer, right? But he wasn't going to put up with nobody's crap. Follow me? So let's just flow. So we had something was canceled 2 times, whatever it was, right? But time counted to Tupac. So it says right here that he thought he was going down Benefit Alley as far as something. This is one of my old cars, so bear with it, right? It look a certain kind of way. Hats off to him, right? With something. But it says right here, he need to get more sleep to become more energetic, right? Because he was dealing with a leader who was trying to talk negative talk to him, right? But we got somebody, whoever the man is, who was animalistic, controlling, dominating, or even fighting him. Follow me? Because he was in some kind of fight, they said, right? In a lobby or somewhere. So he had empty thoughts while time was flowing by. So we had right here, he had plenty of ideas for his fortune, for his money. So we're going to take this one. Fear took somebody there. Fear took somebody there. That means somebody did something to him. Fear took somebody there, right? It ain't take him there because something was done to him. Hold on to the thought. He not allowed to hold on to the thought, but it's for the audience. Hold on to the thought that fear took somebody there, whoever it was, to do something they did to him. Get what the card saying. Okay, let's just flow. Oh yeah, and life goes on. That's one of my favorites too. How many brothers? Wait a minute. How many brothers fell victim to the street? There's a heaven for a G. I'd be lying if I tell you that I never thought of death. I don't want to mess up Tupac's song. I'm ruining his song. I got it over there though, but I had it by heart in my mind back then. But it's been a long time since I sung those songs. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time, way back then when he died. So I used to know, but I don't know about heart now. But yeah. But life goes on, deep. But life goes on. Somebody was hell bent on destruction that night he was dealing with, or was not that night period in his life, some kind of way, or whatever's going on here. Because I don't know. God gave me Tupac upstairs, and I'm going to take him because Tupac my favorite rapper. No doubt about that. Okay. Number 1, Ice Cube. Number 2, Snoop. Number 3. Okay, we have this is the card that I saw and I didn't even put down. It was the next one and I just ignored it and God brought it right back. Help was a minute away for Tupac. He was dealing with something cognizable, probably. Because some kind of way somebody didn't look at him as worthy and needed to see his worth. Because we have right here somebody going to jail. He went to jail. He was going to jail. Somebody was going to jail or somebody in jail. Anything like that. But he had some kind of dream house. So it says he wanted sensitiveness and softness from somebody he knew. Okay, because he was feeling, it wasn't a lecture. What he was feeling was some kind of event, remember? Okay, God wanted him to save some money. But do he love his wife? If he had a girlfriend, wife, or anybody like that. Follow me? Because he thought he was going down Benefit Alley, right? Hats off to him. Because he was having empty thoughts some kind of way at that time. While time was flowing. But some kind of way he was dealing with somebody who wanted him to be submissive. Wanted full range submission out of him, right? Follow me? He was on the battlefield. Either people that's white or just somebody, period, whoever it is, right? I don't know. Follow me? So it says right here, so yeah, he's a beautiful dreamer though. But he wasn't going to put up with somebody's crap any longer, right? Or somebody told them they're not going to put up with his. So it was some kind of meeting place, follow me? So the meeting place might have been this place here, this event, or it don't have to be that. Let's just flow. Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes, so yeah, he was wearing certain clothes. He wasn't, so what he wore that night was some kind of, it looked like a nice vest or whatever he had, right? But he didn't have his bulletproof vest on. But I'm not having this bulletproof vest on. That wasn't good because he didn't have any protection. It looked like it was sheer. It looked pretty, but he didn't have his protection underneath, because he was talking about his clothes. And if you look at his outfit for that night, it was had green in it or something, looked nice, looked like it was sheer or something, whatever it was made out of. Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes because it was a meeting place, remember, and it would be that event they went to. Okay, he need to save his energy for the future. Okay, he pinpointed a problem with somebody, whoever it is, and he complained about it. So the next one is, here's the box and here's the room. So some kind of way, he was boxed in, I'm going to say. He was boxed in right here. Or this could stand for the place he went to the event at, or we can just say that he was boxed in as far as in traffic, because he was shot. In traffic, some kind of way is boxed in. Some kind of way something happened where he was boxed in. Right? He need to get more sleep to be more energetic, because he's dealing with somebody who was a leader who had a lot of negative talk, right? Who tried to control whoever the leader is he's dealing with. He astonished that she did it, whoever she is, right? He astonished that a female did something, whoever the female is. I have no idea. Because somebody wanted love. He wanted love, maybe from this female, or the female wanted love. Let's flow for a minute. Who wanted the love, Lord? Usually it would be the person I'm talking about. Who was she? Who this woman? He thought things were starting to look good now, but he really liked the way that he was, because some kind of way he was in the wonderland of the lost souls, and that was it, because, yeah, street life and all, that's the wonderland of the lost souls. Follow me? But some kind of way, right here with this card, this a change-up card, is when you don't want to indulge in something. I'm respecting myself. Get what it's saying? I'm not going that direction. I change up. So it says he had to filter his ways and stop tearing down somebody's emotions or somebody toward him, because he had deep feelings about something and something. He was doing something judicious. So let's just go. So was he going to get married? He astonished that she did it. Was he going to get married? Did he love some lady up here? Somebody tried to settle him down to be that lifeboat, whoever it is, right? Where he was becoming unboxed, unhinged, or the person upset while stacking them up. Charges, allegations, or whatever, complaints. But somebody was trying to settle him down to be their lifeboat. Get what it's saying? So here we have right here. Fear took the person there to do what the person did to him. He didn't do it. Somebody to him. Hold on to that thought. Follow me? He had plenty of ideas for his fortune. Follow me? This one jumping out, because he was around a sinful place with glass doors. That would be that place that he was at. Right? And that would be on that event. Wherever he was at, right? Knowing all money is grand. He needed to talk to whoever this person is that was trying to control things, that was talking down to him, some leader, right? He needed to talk to this person, right? That all money was green. Talk to this person, eye-to-eye contact, no biting his tongue, and talk to this person. Okay, this is slow. He wanted tenderness and sensitivity from whoever this is. So it says right here that he was going to be that runner and put his whole hand print, knee print, whole body and mind in something and make something his own. A new song, rap. He already was. I'm saying it wrong. He already was a rapper, so he's gonna make something his own. Maybe he wanted to have some kind of control over his own stuff, make something his own. Get what it's saying? He was groggy because God said he needed to get more sleep on this table, right? God wanted him to plan his vision. Well, he might did plan his vision, because maybe he's going to change up things, because God says right here he was gambling too much and he needed to be checked. Or somebody he was dealing with, because somebody wanted full reign submission out of him, docile, because something was canceled, remember, 2 times. but time counted to him or to this person. God wanted him to stop loafing around Tupac and change house. Get away from that. Get away from that event place. Get away from the music company, whatever it is. Whatever it was, right? So we dealing with money a lot. He is going to go full force and grow his business or the person. Right? It is no one else's affair but him and the person he is involved with having consideration, right? Should he forget a person for the God mission? Follow me? Because he is dealing with a jackal right here. He was educated, God says, very educated. But God didn't want him to be a fool because he is dealing with a jackal. Follow me? So we hear some talking was in his surroundings some kind of way. So right here was his leaders, his God. So God saying with this situation was his leaders, his God, his music producers, managers, directors, and all these people. Was they his God or was God his God? Because was he molded to a religion? And was he molded to a religion? I'm going to say what his storyline is, not the real religion, but whatever his music company tell him things got to be like. And that's being called the religion, I feel. Whatever they're saying. So it says right here that somebody was animalistic to him, a man with two names. This is not the person's name. These are examples. Controlling, dominating, fighting, chaotic, animalistic. Follow me? So here's going to price something to butter somebody up or somebody him. I think he is going to get married. Was you going to get married to this lady? Well, why was somebody was trying to buy him something to butter him up and change his mind, or what was going on here? Okay, he is hell-bound on destruction or somebody toward him. And the next one is, it was some kind of activity on the phone, but the phone was turned off or locked. Some kind of activity was on the phone. Could have been Texas or anything, but the phone was, it say locked. So the phone was turned off some kind of way, but it's some kind of, or if it's not locked, it means the phone is destroyed right now. So he had a problem with his boss. Seemed like he might wanted to marry a lady or whatever too. Let's just flow. So that sounds pretty good. That's not how it ends though. Let me just see if I can do another one for you Tupac to finish it up, because it don't usually just end like that. I'm gonna have to just look at it all over again and see. Okay. Okay. What else you want to say? Give me some numbers. Give me some numbers. I hear 8. I mean, I see 8 in my head. I don't hear it. I see it. Is this? Here's 8. 8 and what? 4. Okay. Okay, you say 8 and 4. Excuse my squeaky chair. Please bear with that. Okay, we have right here somebody owe Tupac an apology, insane apology. Whoever you are, you owe him one. Whoever you are, you owe one to him. He in the spirit, so go ahead and just say it out. Man, I'm sorry. Go ahead and say it out. Whoever you are. Here's a card. Cheating yourself out of a good life. Right? We got the same mother. What happened? So I'm going to take this around to company, right? We got the same manager. We work at the same company. Get what I'm saying? Because I can turn it around. You cheating yourself out of a good life. We work at the same company. What happened to you? Follow me. If it's not a relative. So we have right here, somebody was coming toward Tupac with rage. Follow me. So he was in a fight some kind of way, we know. But I don't know if this is the fight or not, because it says no, I'm not doing it, I won't, I can't. So I don't know if this is the fight. This could be just something else with maybe his company or something maybe. So we got, if you met her lesbian or met the man gay, he can fill his God's mission. So it says right here, silly me to think that I could fool you. So some kind of way somebody was gay, right? Okay, he was an enabler for financial gain or someone he was connected to. I don't know anybody like that. So we have a mother, whoever she is, slim in nature. Mother, right? It was a time set, honorable time set up, dating time. Somebody gonna boo-hoo is not Tupac because he's not alive. Follow me. Because somebody committed a senseless act against him, whatever it was. Because somebody needed to book an appointment. Because was he really worth it? Because it says right here, a man is more than a pair of pants. Because it says right here, you had to make sure the person is husband worthy. Because Tupac was feeling whatever city that was that he was murdered in. You had to look at what is valid and bring favor to it. Because it says right here that he had to start to see what others was doing to keep him stuck. Because people was trying to keep him stuck, right? He was being molded into really what he wasn't. Really. Because he had a whole lot going for him that he could have used his skills and talents, his knowledge, to be able to lift people up. Totally put that out there front and center and be that leader God wanted him to be. Because Tupac is the Gemini, right? So Gemini and us Aquariuses ain't too far apart. We be having certain kind of things going on. We can actually get along real good because we have some different things that God give us inside where we can kind of, do certain things, right? So we see right here, he went somewhere where it was a chamber of chaos, and that would be, I guess, that place he went to, event or something, and it was negative there. Yes, you getting a reading. He getting a reading from me, the brass level 1. So let's just see. So we got a female. So did a female do something negative to Tupac? Who is you, miss? Who are you, miss? Who are you? Who are you, miss? A lot of people love Tupac, miss. They're not going to like the idea that you did anything bad to Tupac because Tupac is loved by a lot of people, I'm telling you. I love Tupac. I really like Tupac a whole lot. Very knowledgeable young man. So we have right here that looking at things realistically, the reality of things. Or somebody gonna be dealing with court. Maybe you're gonna be dealing with court now in your life, whoever you are. A time gonna be set, an honorable time maybe, to be set for you, right? Because it's a sensitive issue. And you needed to tell him the truth, right? Because right here, we got right here, Tupac went back to his soul. Well done. Because if he feel like you're getting punished for something you did to him, well done, right? We got 14, 41, and national, right? So if somebody double-crossed them or did something or whatever, or something got set some kind of way, he's going to be happy about that. It's going to be laughable. Follow me. He like to laugh, right? Because you need to do things in decency. I feel I'm talking to a lady right now. Because he didn't notice that you was of a different caliber. Follow me. That you was that kind of person. Because here it is, cheating yourself out of a good life. We got the same mother. So if you ain't got if it's not a sister here, is this somebody work at his company? Follow me. Get what it's saying? So you was in collaboration with somebody, or he was, right? In agreement, however it is, right? Let's just flow a little bit. He was feeling whatever city he was in at the time. Glance at the moon. Do some meditating, right? So it says right here that he is going to feel all his feelings that it was to feel. Or you need to feel all your feelings, right? Whoever you are, right? So we have right here, he made a choice about the fairgrounds back then. He needed to. The campgrounds, I'm sorry. This usually your home, but I'm going to say with him, he was at some place, so he needed to get away from that place back then. And he did get away from there, but he needed to just get far away where he didn't even get in that, that situation where he was shot. But if this is a lady we talking about, you're going to have to make a choice about wherever you living at. Follow me? Because they say a man is more than a pair of pants. You have to make sure the man is husband worthy. So you could be somebody at the time period that he was gone, but I don't know who you are right now. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it says you was an enabler for financial gain, or he was to you, where you got financial gain out of him. You need to book an appointment. God said, was he worth it? Was somebody worth it? Feel like you double-crossed him. It just feeling like that. Because you're salary driven. And life journey is calling for you not to be salary driven. Feels like, did you double-cross him or something? I mean, who are you? It's a lady. Feel like right here. So it say a man. Okay, it says right here, you need to get your cell phone for help. So somebody was getting high. So at that time when this happened to Tupac, somebody was getting high. He could have been getting high. The person who he was fighting could have been getting high. Or whoever you are, miss, you could have been getting high. Or whatever this is, God talking about what it might be now, and I don't know. Follow me? It was some dormant behavior he was holding on to at the place where he was fighting, or you was holding on to, because it seems like it's a female now, holding on for a keepsake, but you need to heal your soul. It's not his soul. Your soul is crying out for a conclusion. Right? So we have that this caught you off guard. Somebody was, this caught him off guard. Somebody was cross-dressing. So if not the real cross-dressing. So I'm going to take it this way with Tupac. Since he didn't have his vest on, see, I'm going to take it a whole nother way. Because he didn't have his right clothing on. Because somebody asked him in the one I just did, what he going to wear the clothes he had. And you heard me say, yeah, I'm going to wear these clothes. That's when somebody talking about what you wearing. And see, he had on like some kind of vest. He didn't have his vest underneath. Follow me? So I'm going to take this another way. This caught me off guard. So I'm going to say this for Tupac. This caught Tupac off guard. Right? Because somebody was cross-dressing. So I'm going to say this with the cross-dressing. I'm going to say he didn't have his right clothing on. Cross-dressing. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't fully how he usually be with his vest on. Take it that way. Or somebody he ran into that he know was cross-dressing. You can take it that way too. But it says, don't die with the person. God says you still have life. Who in the heck are you? So somebody owe him an apology. So we're saying that he was being molded into something that he was not, God says, right? He had to start to see what people was doing to keep him stuck. Okay, it says right here, daily life made people think and rethink. Think of things that they had forgotten and they need to change. So if you met her lesbian or met him gay, you still can do your God's mission. Silly of me to think that I could fool you. Follow me? So somebody owed Tupac an apology. We back to that again. An insane apology. Who in the heck is this? Who is this universe? A woman or man or whoever this person is. You gotta bring favor to it and look at what's valid, because it was a chamber of chaos and it became negative. Follow me? So we have I am not selfish because I want a whole man. Be considerate of your partner. So with Tupac, maybe Tupac, I don't know if somebody around him was gay or something like that, and he don't want nobody around him gay or something like that. He had to be considerate of his partner, but he don't want nobody around him gay or something like that. Or I'm not selfish. So we have a mother, slim in nature. Maybe the person, the lady he was involved with is a mother, or maybe that's just his own mother. So it says, he said, he was saying no more to something, because we have right here that somebody was barging in with rage coming his way about whatever upset with him. And he was saying, no, it ain't happening. So this could have been a fight. Well, it don't have to be a fight. It could be something with business. Okay. Some kind of depression, upset, things like that. But he chose him. Maybe as far as some woman in a situation back then. He had a problem with some woman he was going with maybe at the time. If not that, this would be probably the person, the woman. If not the woman, a man he is connected to as far as his company, or a woman he was dating at the time. This is one of these people. Because it's not him, because he's not alive. Depression. And the person had to choose themselves, and they chose themselves. Or back then, he was going through something, he chose himself because he found out whatever he found out about a partner of his is gay, or a woman of his is gay, or whatever this is. Okay, it says right here that, getting the reading from Nebraska 1. That's myself. Here to it. So we have that. There was plenty of women coming through, right? Some place where it was, right? Cupcake exchange. That's a trafficking card. Plenty of ladies, clubs, whatever it was, the army, whatever it is, the music business, whatever it is. There's plenty of ladies flowing through. But God says that he shouldn't, he had to think before he make any moves, because he is playing Russian roulette or somebody else that he knew, right? Well, because he wanted somebody to bring an emotional love he needed, because it was intense madness, so somebody wanted that from him. Love interest or a partner, one or the other. And with business, somebody with business. Okay, somebody going boo-hoo. Because they committed a senseless act, follow me? But back then, somebody went to jail for murdering Tupac. That's true, but God saying somebody else connected here with this card right here. I mean, this seems like it's somebody else connected to what God's saying. Because somebody insinuated something with sharp words, maybe back then to Tupac. Stop thinking that he deserved, that he didn't know, because he knew just as much as these leaders, whoever he had, his bosses, directors, or whoever these people was. He was needing more, but not doing enough to make it happen, God says. So it says, I am simply a follower. See? I'm going to end it with this. Am I simply a follower, or believer in the faith that I follow? So he was having second thoughts right here. Do I even believe in this stuff? Do I want to be a part of this stuff? He loved rapping, that's true. But you know, it was like something coming about inside of him to change up. He could be a leader where you second guess, wait a minute, maybe I need to go this direction and I can still get my point out. Get what I'm saying? Not this direction and things be negative, but go this direction and still get my point out. Get what I'm saying? That's what it feels like with this. Am I simply a follower or a true believer in the faith? And the faith for me is him talking about what he was involved with, the rap career, or over here as far as God, right? Religion and his effects and effects it left on him. I'm gonna leave it at that. Was he a true believer in God, or what he was following? Somebody was gay some kind of way, or around him, a partner, a director, somebody, or the lady he was going with, or whatever, I don't know, somebody out of the equation, or both of them, however it's going. But I feel that he was going to try to go another direction with that last card. I feel he's going to go another direction as far as, am I a true believer in this stuff I'm following? And that would be with his rapping. Because he rap about what he rap about, that's true. And what he rapping about, he believe what he's saying, but do he really want to just voice it over there when he can kind of take it over the other side, right? And he could be less violence and all of that kind of negative could be out of it and still get his point across. Because he was a good speaker and he can definitely pull in the millions, no doubt about that. He could do just that. Because it's saying a time and a date set. Here it is right here. Time and a date set that was honorable. So here we got court. So he might have been going to court about somebody. He might have been going to court about somebody at that time period. Or a time and a date was set. Maybe it was honorable to go to the show he went to. Because everything got times on it. Because whoever that person was he had the altercation with, they happened to be there. And be at the door at the same time. You usually don't get to run into people just like that. You know, so he got to run right into this person just like that. Somebody, your enemy, just like that. You happen to be in the same place at the same time. Do you believe in coincidences? I don't. It was intense cause, intense madness. So we got a female, whoever the heck she is, that, I don't know, I'm still wondering if she double-crossed him. Some kind of way with something. Telling a time, telling where he was, or whatever it is, I don't know. And then he was around somebody whoever it was, director, manager, producer, whoever it is, somebody who was gay, some kind of way. And, he pretty much was having consideration for the person, but he really didn't want to be involved, I feel. He had to make a choice and change house, God says, to get away from that event he was at, to get away from that parking spot he was sitting at, or to get out of a house he was at, or get out of his, his record company, that building there, or whatever God's talking about. Because earlier in the one I just did, it was saying about him wanting to make something his own, go forth and grow his own business. That means make his own stuff happen. Because when you're underneath of people, they in total control. Because remember the card says more than one that somebody was trying to make him submissive, do what they say, control him, talk down to him, talk any kind of way to him. But he had in his mind, he wanted to make something his own. So that means when you want to make something your own, you want to pull out and you want to do your own thing. But sometimes people don't want you to do your own thing. Because they want to keep the money with them. So you do your own thing, they're not going to get any of your money. Get what I'm saying? So you do your own thing and you get to keep your own money. That's what a lot of people need to do. Do your own thing so they can keep your own money. What they say, cut out the middleman. Is that the one they say you cut out the middleman? Just deal directly with whoever you got to deal with over there and cut out that middleman. Even though the middleman need a job too, we know. But if you're getting too much of your dough, your money, your what is it? Your dough, your money, your bread, your green, your cash, your dough. You need to get the middleman out and just you and the main person. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to look at this again. I'm going to have to look at it again because I just didn't go over it over and over like I usually do. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to look back at it and just see how it sounds to me so I can kind of see if anything else got to be added. But I think that's the end because it ended with the religion. Having faith. He believed in God. He is a person who believes in God. So the true believer in faith that he can pull out of this and make something his own, make his own music, not have to depend on others. Follow me? Or even having faith to go there at night and not wear his bulletproof vest. But yeah, I'm going to wear these clothes. He had that outfit on that he had on that the vest didn't go with. Was going to make the outfit look messed up. But that was the wrong time to not have his vest on. That was the wrong outfit to wear. That was the outfit to wear when you're in the house with your friends. Going out with all those people out there, he had to be shielded. And he wasn't shielded. And he wasn't protected no kind of way. So I don't know if he had bodyguards or if he didn't have bodyguards or however it went. But he was in a car when he was shot. So bodyguards don't be all in the car, which you can't be all up on top of you unless you're in the middle and they on each side. That's what the bodyguard, they supposed to shield you. But he was like in the passenger seat. So he was right wide open for whoever he was in a fuss with or whoever these people was that shot him. Being at the red light after being in a fight is not good. He had to keep on moving. You can't just stay put. But he wasn't the driver either. So his depending on somebody else to move him back and forth, that was not good that time because he wasn't driving himself where he can move himself. He's depending on somebody else to ride. And we can't be dependent on people with certain things because it could cost you your very life. Depending on somebody to get you here, get you there, come get you from here or whatever they doing. Because it's like your life is kind of in their hands. And right then his life was in that man Suge's hand because he was the driver of the car that day. But I don't know if he even got wounded at all. I just don't know if he got wounded at all because that car got shot up a lot. So I don't know if he, wait a minute. Don't take me there. It's going to take me there because I told you I had my Tupac book right here. Let's blow for a minute. See my boy right there. That's my man. I mean, I don't want to say my boy. You know what I'm saying. Okay, let's just flow. Let's see. Bear with me for a minute because I'm trying to find that car. It's in here. That outfit he had on. That outfit wasn't the outfit to have on at a place out like that because there's people out here that don't like you. Everybody don't like you in the world. Everybody don't like you. Bear with me. Because there's a picture of that actual outfit in this book. But I saw it. Gemini. They call the Gemini the twins, right? Okay, let's just flow. Where is it at? Because it's in here. Definitely a picture of that. I had more than one book or Tupac, but bear with me. Because I'm trying to find a picture of that car, that outfit he had on that night. Yeah, I don't know, maybe because I'm going too fast. But I definitely thought that picture was in here. Well, I got a pic definitely out of, I must got more than one book or Tupac or something because, I must have more than one book, Tupac book because I definitely had a picture of that car. Him sitting in the car because it was like green. I think the outfit was like green, sheer or something, vest he had on. Yeah, I don't see it. I must have more than one. I'll probably find it once the video over, but I'm probably going to find it. Watch. It's going to be, because I'm overlooking it because I'm trying to rush it, but I'm just going to leave it alone because it's taking time. Yeah, I'm giving up. It's probably in here. I really think it's in here, but I think I'm just trying to look too fast, so I can't find it. But anyway, yeah. But somebody owed Tupac an apology. Whoever it is, somebody, either female or male, one or the other. One or the other. And I'm not talking about the person who shot him. Somebody else. Somebody else. One or the other. Female at the time he might have been talking to, going with, or anything like that. Whoever it is, some female that was in his life, or somebody from the record company, stretch it however you want to stretch it, producer, director, whoever it is, however they flow, whoever it is, because it's a card in here. I don't even see, see, it's saying by saying about the time set, that means a lot. Most of the time set for court, or the time set for, most of the time when the time set is for something bad, court, or something good. See, somebody committed a senseless act. And we're not talking about the person who did what the person did. We're talking about somebody else, right? Somebody might have told that he was going to be there. Who knows, at that time period. Or he was going to be there. Or somebody might have been on the phone giving details. Who knows? Somebody could have been giving details. His every move. Who knows how it was. But God saying whoever, he deserves an insane apology. God on Tupac's side right here. He deserves an insane apology from whoever you are. You still alive, whoever you are. A female, whoever you are. Or a male. And you know who you are. God know who you are. And Tupac know who you are. So I done got 2 sets of cards. This was given to me by himself. Yeah, him and universe. So you know who you are. He deserves an apology from you. Because it looks like he was going to make some changes here to grow his own business, see if he can step out on his own some kind of way. Follow me? Because a lot of times, I guess they need other people to help them. But then sometimes you take a chance, have faith. And maybe with the last card, do you really believe the faith he follow? To believe God can actually help him if he step out on his own, get what I'm saying? Or if he step out of the rap business altogether and go over here and just be that leader to talk to the millions, get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is, as far as Tupac, God gave me Tupac today. So, yeah, somebody owe Tupac an apology. Woman or man, or both of you. And you know who you are because you've been living with this all this time from when he was murdered to now. Whatever it is.